Where's Toddy?
He's down the stair. He's going to ring his folks. Let him know that he's alright. It was a fucking awful thing to happen, eh?
What did happen?
It was mad. I couldn't believe it. There was just no effort for the police to stop it. It should never happen. You know that section we had tickets for? It was full of Italians. When we got to the ground, there's a few police outside the entrance, you know. Shows our tickets and then we went. But when we got inside, seen all Juventus fans, we went back to the police, asked if we could move to the other section.
Oh, you should have just waltzed into the other section. Everybody else did.
I wish we did. Because all the police did was tell us to get back onto the terraces. One of them even started waving his fucking banners. It was a certainty that there'd be trouble. They were just mixing Liverpool fans in with the Juventus crowd. Never seen anything so stupid. And the ground itself, that wasn't fit for a big match like that.
Well, what caused the wall to collapse? Was that part of the ground too full or something?
See, we got ourselves over by the fence. But we had to make our way through the Italian fans to get to the Liverpool section. But we thought we'd be alright there.
We should have had the whole of that end. Not just 2/3.
Let's just hear what Mitchie has seen.
It was bad enough having to make our way through the Italians. They were pushing and spitting us and that. When we got over by the fence, things got worse. There was about half a dozen Polish, so to guard in the fence. They were only interested in what was happening in the Liverpool section. We had Italians coming up to us having a go on that, and the Polish were doing fuck all about it. And stuff started to get thrown over the fence. Bottles and stones and that. So the Liverpool fans started to shake the fence, trying to get it down. It was fucking chaos.
Yeah, Ralph. That's what your football does to people.
Oh, why don't you give it a rest?
You see, all the Italians just started to panic. They all pushed into the far corner of the ground where we'd came in. There was nobody chasing them at the time. They were just trying to get away. It was as if they all crushed into each other. It was fucking ridiculous. They were jumping over the barriers at the front. And some wall, I think, gave way. A couple of minutes later, you could see people getting pulled out from that corner of the ground. And when the crowd thinned out a wee bit, you could see people lying on the terraces. I was worried about Toddy. I thought he might got caught in the crush.
Did you find him?
Aye. He was at the back of the terrace. He was helping some old Italian guy who'd been knocked over. Two of us took the old guy down to the front. He had a sore arm. I cut in his head. Well, Toddy wanted to get off then. He didn't even want to stay for the game. I just dragged him into the Liverpool section. Told him not to be so daft. Down at the front, on the running track, there was bodies on the floor. The faces were almost black. There was this one guy. He could only have been about my age. They were covering him with a flag or something. I could see that he'd pissed his trousers. He was dead. What a way to go, eh?
We had no idea about what went on till after the match. And we saw the empty terrace next to ours, but we thought that's where the police had evacuated it. You know, because of the fighting. We didn't know about people being dead.
Unless you happen to have been there and seen it, Ralph, you wouldn't have realised that it was so bad. A lot of people didn't know about any deaths until after the game.
Alright, Chad.
Aye, Tony.
She's been on the blow to me, our fella didn't know it alright.
No fella see her on the telly, did he?
Said my man was dead worried.
Yeah, lad. Grab yourself a beer. You deserve one after what you've seen tonight.
No thanks, Ed. I've had a load today, makes me feel a bit sick.
We all feel a bit sick, lad. Mitch was telling us you were out with some our fella when the trouble was going on, eh?
No, the terrible thing about all this, we'll switch for a band from Europe now.
He won't help those that died, will he?
That's a fact, right enough. It's not going to help the people that we've seen. But UEFA, they are going to come down heavy on Liverpool.
Yeah, all right. I know it was bad tonight. But we shouldn't cop for the law. 20 years we've been in Europe. And this is the first time we've been involved in anything like this. And from what you tell me, Mitch, it doesn't seem to me like it was all our fault.
Yeah, well, if it was down to me, I'd make sure that no British club ever played on the continent again.
Oh.
I'm fucking well telling you, there's been trouble with all the clubs that have come to Europe nearly every year, and this is going to put the fucking blocks on it.
Well, we haven't been involved in any trouble like that before, have we? And you can't blame all the good supporters for the actions of a couple of head cases. And what about me? Why should I be banned? That's fuck all to do with me.
Ralph, it doesn't matter a shite if you're a good supporter or a baddie. You're a Liverpudlian. You're guilty by association. When you wait for starting imposing bans, when they start putting the blame out, everyone will suffer.
And what about them? Fucking UEFA. They picked the ground, they put the tickets out. They're more to blame than anybody.
That's a fact, right enough. But UEFA ain't going to put themselves in the dog. Well, just look how anxious they are to put the boot into any British clubs. We had one fucking lunatic at Paghead this season. Just the one. He threw a bottle on a pitch against Rapid Vienna. Didn't hit anybody. But the Austrians made out that it did.
But it's bad news that someone should throw a bottle in the first place.
No argument, Eddie. None at all. But UEFA ordered a game that we had won to be replayed. All because of one man. One man out of a crowd of 50,000. You see, there's a form of footballing politics behind them. Because British clubs have been cleaning up in Europe over the last 7 or 8 years. And you must remember that UEFA is top heavy with committee men from countries whose teams didn't get a look in. The Germans and the Italians, they dominated European competition years ago. But they're not getting the trophies now. They're making money. Bigger money than any British clubs. But believe me, Ralph, UEFA have done a fuck Liverpool.
Well, I don't know about the politics of it all. All I know is that people shouldn't die at a football match. And if they do, then someone should be made to pay.
Oh, that's right, Eddie. Just lash out, eh? Any bastard wearing a red and white scarf, they'll do, will he? Well, you're wearing a red and white shirt, lad, and you were there tonight. How much blame you want to take? Me? I'll tell you how much. Fucking none. Because you'll just piss off back to Saudi and tell them all here what a shower of uncivilised bastards we all are in Liverpool, won't you?
Now, don't start slagging me off, Ralph. You were fucking quick enough to use the money I earned from my job.
Hey, I never asked for it, lad. I didn't even know you bought the fucking tickets. Ah, that was just you being flash, wasn't it? Showing everyone what a good fella you are, how well off you are. Coming here today was just another trip abroad for you. Another stamp on your fucking passport. Football doesn't mean nothing to you. Nothing means nothing to you, Eddie. All this accusing others just about par for the course for you. You got out of forts because the unions are fucking things up. You took the money and you ran.